And there's a Boston Brick Brigade. Well, get to it. I'm sure there can be work for you to do. And then there's Aehus's wood. Aehus has tons of wood. Please keep on that. And the bricks. The idea that Stavanger doesn't have meat to share is worrying, because I need that food out there. And then there's Lubeck continuing to starve to death, as it should. Good, so many of the industries have been destroyed completely, as the prices for the goods that they are producing are kept sky high. I mean, I still kind of want to buy them up, but we'll keep the prices extremely high. Excellent. It's just the level of cruelty that I'm fond of. Is there a mission to kill the pirate hideout right in the middle of the map? Not yet. I suppose it's up to me to make there be that mission, but I think I had it and ignored it before, so that's an issue. Alright, I could probably well go through some of these guys now. Edinburgh works fine. Edinburgh has always worked fine. Even if it is in recession, it'll bounce back. Scarborough. Scarborough is meant to do 15 wood and 17 honey. It certainly does 15 wood and then some. It certainly does that honey, 17 of them. Mead, I'm meant to have 51 of. I have 50. Oh, but we're under attack here. Okay. And then I need to produce just a little bit of beer here as well. So once the attacks in Scarborough are over, I can see to that. Probably not worth looking at places that are currently under attack anyway. If Haarlem brings the wood and Aehus brings the wood, then why am I short on wood all the time? Oh well, shouldn't matter too much.
I just had to tear down a business which was no longer profitable, and I have you alone to thank for that.
Yes. Yes, you do. Alright. Those prices for buying lands are going up and up. I don't have a long time to do it, but I will probably buy that land. Probably buy that land. And I mean, this is what I'm going to have to do. Okay, so Van Bergen is on the prowl. Why does Supply Novgorod come back with so much wood? That doesn't seem right. Maybe Novgorod had too much wood. You unload everything and you load all that. You unload everything and then you load up everything that they have too much of. So is that telling me that Novgorod has too much wood here? Or more than they are meant to have? I'll check with the counting house person. Yeah, they must have had too much. They still need that clay, but they must have had too much. Oh well. Too much meat is being... yeah, I'm sure it is. Bergen should upgrade... yeah, sure. Not going to do them, but sure. Let's go and grab that clay for you. Oh, I mean, I could just get it from here, couldn't I? Heavens knows you're going to need it. Even though I took wood away from Novgorod.
I just had to tear down a business which was no longer profitable, and I have you alone to thank for that.
Yes, you do. I've said it so many times, but I will say it again. I'm playing with modded combat, because combat in this game is a heap of arse and chips. So that I can deal with these guys in a matter of seconds, instead of a matter of 10 to 15 minutes per engagement. Probably don't need me to tell you that that's not very fun. Done and done. There we go. Now I can destroy that pirate hideout. And that should bring my happiness up just a little bit. Not happiness, but popularity. Because I'm not a very popular guy right now. And I am missing the Lubeck Hunter. Where'd he go? Oh, really, where did he go? Hunter for Lubeck is currently in Kongsberg, as you do. And I almost have the money to buy that land. Yes. There we go. That makes him really happy. And it gives me 10% of Pomerania. Can't wait to have 100% of everywhere, which is only going to take forever. But it needs to be done if you actually want to have a game without endless tedium. Plus, it's one of the game's real end goals. Go and get it. There we go. Back to Lubeck we go though, just to dump this almost dead ship. Get it repaired. Might as well repair you while we're at it. And otherwise, dump our stuff. Nice that they had some meat for me though. They just won't level up. I wonder what it takes. Doesn't seem to tell us how to level them up here, but bringing them their goods should make them bigger and better. Jake, I thought you wanted to lose popularity so you'd lose alderman status. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about being alderman, it's just pointless clicking. So whether I do it or don't do it, it doesn't really make too much odds. And there's all this stuff that I'm certainly not going to do, so that's okay. Alright, I just want the Englishman to finish attacking his own cities. And have I got my support stuff over here? Yes. Eat these goodies. Novgorod. Nowhere else to build any houses. So what I will do is build some cheese, grommet. Destroy it. And then 36 off of that, minus whatever he probably has. That's tons of dairies. So good, there should be plenty of cheese coming through Novgorod now. I can have a meal for the poor to try and bring in more people as well, because I do want Novgorod to have a high population. You know, I also actually want them to produce some boats for me. But it's just a regular old smelly shipyard. Oh well, it is how it is. Which hopefully means I don't need much more wild carding for Novgorod. But I still certainly need more river cogs if I want him to do his job. And my job is that you need that cheese brought over. So what I'll probably do is have this river cog, figure out how long it takes you to do this convoy work, and you are going to be the Novgorod to Helsinki, we'll say. Cheese. And what name do we have? I mean, the iceberg makes sense for where we are. 6-day route, huh? Should be okay. It's very simple. In Novgorod, you load all the cheese. In Helsinki, you unload all the cheese. And that's it. Simple as that. So 6 days. In 6 days I make... Oh, well, let's be honest, there's going to be 100 of them. Which will be 200 a day. So actually this is not big enough. But 2 would be overkill. If I added a crayer with you, however, then you'd take 1300. That seems a bit better. Actually, that seems perfect, so you should be fine with that. Good. Well, I don't expect to have to wildcard over here anymore. There is the question of Thorn, but Thorn is only meant to bring me wine, so it's not a priority to build up right now. Still, I should go and get me some of those bits of clay. And I still really want a ton of grain. Groningen is not pulling its weight with the grain production. It's trying though. I built 80 of them here. Just want to check around again. It's meant to actually be 50-50 grain and tools, and I don't think I have any smithies built here. Probably should, would, or could. Right, I'm going to get you moved over there, and I'm going to grab the wildcard Thagnus, wherever he is. Sure, I left him kicking around somewhere. There you are. Hamburg, eh? Must have been a reason I threw you over to Hamburg. Alright, I gave Hamburg its million weavers. Does that mean Hamburg is essentially done? Yeah, well, if it has 100 of them, then they certainly are. I'm going to colour them in as well. Beautiful. Storage costs, though, seem a bit worrisome. Why would that be? They have a lot of things here. They got a lot of grain. It's almost like something isn't working right. They are selling. Okay, I think it's just by default I give them too many goods. But they shouldn't need a lot of honey because they don't actually do any of the stuff like that. Why would I tell him to have loads of salt anyway? He does need wool though, and he doesn't really need grain. Actually, he holds way too much grain. Then again, 4,000 is not a bad amount for grain. No, I'm okay with that. I mean, soon this wall will be finished, the old one will be destroyed, and very soon in fact. And we could probably get you some more warehouses then, because 10 isn't a whole lot. Otherwise, you look good. We produce the weavings as we should. We just don't have a lot of people working for us. Jake, I think your Nimwegen route isn't activated. That means he's still wherever I left him, which would have been here. Nimwegen to Haarlem Hemp. Yeah, well, I didn't name it either, so Nim to Haalberg Hemp. But thanks for that. Never would have picked up. Also, Shadow, there's some goodies for you. Grab that flotsam. Right, I need to make some money anyway, but I should also control the wild card Thagnus and disperse goods as and where they need to be. Such as all this grain in Rostock, which should be over in Aalborg, making my life easier. Look at those millions flowing in though, it feels amazing. I'll get a lot of that grain over to Aalborg and it should fix the grain supply issues. Oh well, there's tons of grain here. Maybe what I have to do is visit the places that are low on grain and help them out.
I just had to tear down a business which was no longer profitable, and I have you alone to thank for that.
There we go. Who else is starving? Visby is still pretty hungry. Colorful Cow tries again. Colorful Cow will fail again. Right, who else is desperately short on food? Well, Danzig is, but that's just incredibly funny to me. But none of these guys seem to be starving, which is good. Excellent, even. Grand. Still loads of wool, but Ran again should be dealing with that. It's the lack of wood that's just ever so slightly bothering me. Still. How many colourful cows am I going to have to sink before they just sod off?
I just had to tear down a business which was no longer profitable, and I have you alone to thank for that.
Oh, I'm so happy at hearing that. Could hear it all day, and probably will. Oh man, they're still under attack over in Scarborough and the other place. That sounds to me like I'm going to take what's left of the money then. And actually the population of Scarborough and Boston took a real nosedive from all that. Well, not so much that they can't pay their fees to me, which is good. Alright, so I built up you. I don't think I built up Bremen, did I? well, a token amount of hemp, which is not being transported. So yes, I need to go and build up Bremen a touch more. And oh, I've got 7 million already, so happy days. But yes, Bremen needs someone to transport that hemp, because he does not have anybody doing it. FPQC says, oh god, I'm going to kill myself, Jake. I've been subscribed for almost 2 years, 23 months basically, when my life started going to crap. Huh. Well, I'm glad to have a profound effect. Okay, Carvel here, and I need you to do stuff. Then again, I'd rather use up all these cogs that I have lying around. So you are going to be the Bremen to Aalborg hemp. And the name is Golden Horde. Gold Horde. Now just how much hemp are you producing there in Bremen, and how much are you meant to be? Bremen is meant to be 100% hemp. And since one of these creates 6 hemp a day, it is 6. Let me check my production scales here. Yeah, 6 hemp per day, 600 every 10 days. How long is this going to take you? 6 days. 6 times 600 is lots, so I need a lot of boats for that. As usual, load all the hemp, and when you get to Aalborg, unload all that hemp. Bremen to Aalborg hemp. And I need you to have a lot of cogs. That might be overkill, but there's no kill like overkill, so get to it. Once you get to Bremen, I'll continue to build it up. I saw that. But I don't have any autos dealing with it. Now, 34 is not a lot at all. But I think I've been waiting on a bigger and better wall that they just refuse to build. So many people refuse to build good walls. So population is going to be a huge problem here, and he's going to build up a load of houses. But, well, that's just how it is. I did build my farms all over the place. Alright, so I need 62 of these. It's quite a lot. That's fine though. $62, huh? One, two, three, 4, 5. Well, that's 20. What is that disgrace? They ask such profound questions here, like how can one pray when there is no church? It's not a church that they're asking for, it's a chapel. There's probably a difference there. But I'm not an angel. I'm sure I've mentioned before how much I enjoy the city building aspect to Patrician 4, but just to reiterate, it's not a lot. Okay, have I built enough yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 times 4. That's probably enough. It's probably enough. Jake, why do you sometimes build squares of 4 and sometimes squares of 8? Farms can only be built by 2 by 2, like hemp farms, or sheep farms, or meat farms, or grain farms. So yeah, these 3 need 2 by 2s. weavers and houses and warehouses and infirmaries and everything else that's not a farm, you can build 2x4. 2x4 is a lot more efficient. Alright, so that's Bremen kind of done. I guess I could actually strike it off in yellow, so there we go. Lübeck's not going to be done until it's burned itself into, well, into nothingness. Same with Danzig, but I like the way that they're going. And okay, I can finally deal with the UK here. Except for London, but London continues to just be a silly place that refuses to build their bloomin' wall. What is their problem? Right, so London is meant to just have 100 breweries for me. It doesn't currently have 100 breweries for me, but it should. I don't remember building that, but if we say so. So we have 76. I just need to build a whole bunch of them. I'm a simple man. But life for me will just get so much better if London would build their wall. And I don't even know what's stopping them. No, this is where the wall is meant to go, at least. Alright, that probably does it for the breweries. 16, 24... There should be plenty to get them above, probably more than that. So with that sense, I can actually mark London off as yellow as well, even though they need more houses. Yeah, I would not even be able to fit everybody in here. With horrible lack of housing. But just let me apply here. No, they don't want to. I don't get it. Don't get it at all. Alright, but Boston I haven't ticked off. I said it needed to bring a load of salt to the table. It currently... Well, there's 100 salters right there. They're just not all working. No, they are all working. 100%. I still produce some clay here, so let's remove that entirely. And just enjoy the fact that we have all these salters. There must be something else, though. Do I have any other businesses running? There are 156 businesses. 56 are clay. The rest are salt. Okay, so Boston is actually completely done. I'm gonna green it up too. You know, hey, it's coming together, isn't it? Boy, am I getting excited about this. Maybe it's a bug and you have to become the Mayor of London. I can't become the Mayor of London though. It's an outpost. City of Edinburgh is large enough to... yeah, I'm sure it is. Okay, and I should check on Scarborough as well. Scarborough is meant to have a little bit of wood, a little bit of honey, a little bit of beer, and the rest on mead. So it doesn't... yeah, we've got a little bit of honey. Yeah, this is what I said about doing earlier anyway. When it comes to mead, I need 51 of them. And there's 51 of them. When it comes to honey, I need 17. I've got that. When it comes to wood, I need 15. Also got that. And then there's beer, 17 of. Yeah, I can do that as well. There are lots of things I can do, as it happens. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. All the brewski that we need. Happy days in Scarborough. Of course I'll need to sort out the populations here properly, but with everything built I can at least mark you as yellow and know that the British Isles are pretty safe. Haarlem's done. Groningen is not done according to this. It's got 80 grain farms and it needs a touch more. Groningen is meant to be... No, it's meant to be 50. 50-50 tools and grain. So I should be building up all those tools. 50 of. Now I don't have to worry too much about these places not having the building materials that they need. For that is a problem that my automatic fleets can deal with anyway. And sometimes a city builder, I think it's just out to get me. It's not paranoia if they really are out to get you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 40. That's 48. And that's the full shebang. So Groningen is also done. So long as the population actually increases to catch up. Also, the grain farms need to be adjusted for that, but that's okay. Good. Would be nice if Groningen would do something useful, but they're not interested in that. At least they're keeping their population down. Now, Nijmegen and Cologne are a lot more tricky. However, Nijmegen I've actually built all the hemp farms in. It's just a question of getting the houses. There are enough, but the population's tight. Still, Nijmegen is pretty much done, so I can do it in yellow. Yellow means I need to come back to tweak things. Green means done and not even having to worry about anything else. Now that hemp should go to Haarlem, and Haarlem should stop having hemp problems. Cologne, on the other hand, I don't think I've been building up. I don't think I brought them the goodies that they need. At least this large shipyard can make river cogs for me, so please do about 1 million of those. Now, Cologne is meant to give me 100 honey. It is the honey pot. So I got 1, 2, 3 there. Jake, do you have permanent presence in an inland city yet? Oh, inland city? No. No, I do not. I'm not even... yeah, I've been more popular in the past. I mean, I could start with Kaunas. It's one of the easier places to get to since it's adjacent to Riga. But we just generally don't care about the inland cities right now. I mean, I don't care about them. So it's okay. Getting back to Cologne, though. I actually want this place to be thriving. It's got a cathedral, which bothers me. I don't want places having cathedrals unless it's Hallberg, but I can deal with that. Or Haarlem, rather.
I see you enjoy baiting me. I told you to stop trying to expand your buildings in my city. Which part of that is so difficult to understand?
Probably the part where he's saying, don't expand in my city. Oh, I'd like to thank you for building up my city. And by the way, stop building in my city, they say. I think they're insane. Alright, I'm not really keeping count here, but hopefully I don't have to. This is such an awkwardly placed road here, it's making my honey places very inefficient. But Cologne's a big place, I'm sure they can take it. Anybody keeping track of how many of these are? Because I'm certainly not. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. What is that? Seven. 8. 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be plenty, right? So with that in mind, Cologne has all of their beekeepers. So I can at least mark it off as yellow. However, lack of houses is a real kick in the teeth here. I need them to finish that wall.